All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're live. This is Rodney Stokes, founder and co-creator of the MultiStream System. I have another co-creator on the line, Jazz Deep,
Hey
and
guys.
we're trying to get another one of the members on the line, Aaron. So just hold tight; he'll hop on in a few. But tonight's call, pretty much what we want to touch on is just a couple of things. It's only going to probably be about a 30 or 40-minute call, and the main thing that we want to talk about is taking massive action and also personal development, right? So personal development is always a key thing when it comes to making money, when it comes to basically changing your life. So what I want to do is, first of all, I want to start off with Jazz Deep. Jazz Deep, he's been on a couple of other calls. A lot of you might not know his backstory. A lot of you might not know what he went through, and kind of some elements and keys to success that he holds dear to his heart. So I want to just let Jazz talk a little bit and tell a little bit about his backstory.
Okay, thanks.
Uh-huh.
Um, well, really, as you know, Rodney, like I'm still a baby in internet marketing. I've only been properly doing this for 12 months. Like, I'd say this is my 13th month uh, doing it like properly, and the story's been incredible. I mean, I don't know if some of you might be listening right now and thinking like, internet marketing, is it real or is it just a fantasy? Can I really leave my day job? Can I change my life? You can. I mean, when I first started, I just thought, yeah, this can't be real. And actually, I owe it to you, Rodney, because Rodney was the first guy that I met that he treated it like a business. And I was just really selling at the start, just purely selling and not really knowing the ins and outs. And I came across Rodney, and he was like, it's just the way he treated it so seriously, like such a business. I thought, I mean, here's a real businessman. He's making real money and he's approaching it, and his mindset was just different. And I thought, look, if somebody like this can do it, then why can't I? He's obviously just taking it seriously. He's got the right mindset, and I mean, that's when I just started approaching it as a business and changing my mindset and uh, getting more involved in things.
Right, right. See, I remember we had that conversation too,
Yeah.
because we met under different circumstances. Let me mute my background. Hold on one second. Uh, we 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 met because I was actually working on a project, and you were working on a project with a different partner, and we wanted to have something come together like a JV opportunity so we can
Yeah.
coexist together. And I remember you telling me, it was like, man, he said, you like, I like the way that you view things, and I could just tell based off of the conversations that we would have, day in and day out, that I wanted to work with you because
Yeah.
some you could just tell, it's just like the law of attraction. Can
Yeah.
you hear me good, by the way? Because I'm talking in the
Yeah.
microphone. Okay,
That's
just
fine.
like there we go. We got Aaron on. We got Aaron on the line.
Hey, Aaron.
What's
Hey,
going on, Aaron?
what's going on?
Hey,
How's
ain't
it
too
going?
much. Ain't too much. Look, so it's just like the law of attraction. I mean, you can tell when a person is kind of the same mindset. It's kind of a vibration thing. Like sometimes you'll run into someone and you'll say, "Hey, man, I get a bad vibe from that person," or
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really feeling that person's energy, that vibe. What is vibe? Is vibrations. We're all energy. We're all frequencies, right? So you can tell who are people who are entrepreneurs, people who are of like-minded, and energy. So the thing is, you want to surround yourself by as many of those same type of people as possible, and it all starts with personal development. See, that's why in the platinum membership, we tried to give you, a different variety of things to choose from, and then also, if you stay by the end of this call, I'm going to show you a quick little tip that I do to, get personal development for free, just using YouTube. But like I said, Jazz was someone that I immediately felt that connection with just because of the like-minded energy. And Jazz, if you could just go, I'm gonna have Aaron do that as well. But if you could just go briefly into your background and how you came, to be an internet marketer, that would be great, man.
Sure, man.
Hmm.
So I guess it was 2010. Uh, that's the first time I ever made money online. I had a gap year from university, and basically I had a year where I was doing nothing. I was just at home. So as you do, I searched the internet, Google, Yahoo, everything, make money online, how to make money from the internet. I wasn't really aware that internet marketing was a thing, if that makes sense. It sounds crazy saying that now, but I was just a guy. I was obviously I had a gap year, I had no job, and I was just looking to make some money. I put all these things into Google. I done the whole I done the whole thing where you know uh, hand out the catalogs on the streets and through the letterboxes, and if somebody orders, you get a certain commission, 10%. I tried that. Then I came across this Russian roulette method, and at the time it seemed like a great method. It cost like 175 bucks to get it. I paid for it, and it turned out to be a huge scam. And at that point, I was feeling like, oh, the internet, it's all it's all scams, and I was really angry and frustrated. I just felt like, shit, man, I'm gonna have to get a regular job like everybody else. But then it was actually a friend of mine. I was telling him about this, and he reached out to me and he said, look, if you really want to make money online, meet me at this time, and I'll show you something. And he showed me a method, and I just followed it. I followed exactly what he'd done. And sorry, just a minute. You can't see my screen.
No, Jay, I was muted. No, I can't see your screen. If you could share your screen, that'd probably be cool for the people watching.
Oh, okay. I thought it was shared. Oh,
Nope. But yeah, you can continue on what you were saying.
sorry, just a second. Um, strange. Now?
Okay, so it's right at the top. If you look at your screen, just go up and hover at the top, and you'll see it has a microphone. Let me
Okay.
share my screen real quick.
Yeah, I can't see either of you. I can't see either of you guys.
Oh, okay, that's strange. Okay.
Yeah, I think. Wait, you added me. Hold on. And now?
No, it's not. Well, don't worry about it. Just continue on. We'll work it out.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So anyway, I met my friend online, and we ran this method, and it was basically just posting on forums, and I ended up making some good cash with it was Google AdSense at the time, and I was only 17 years old, and I ended up making I think like $5,000 or $6,000, and that's when I first realized that it was real and it could be done. That was like a one-time thing, but ever since then I sort of realized that it is possible to make money on the internet, and I always kept that in mind. But after that, I went off to study. I done like a 4 or 5 year degree, uh, and then I didn't actually come back to internet marketing until last year, after I read the book Think and Grow Rich, and it somehow just magnetized me towards back to go towards on the internet, and I just started uh, meeting all these people and just getting into these programs, just taking action, basically just acting on the principles that I'd learned in that book and other self-development books. And really, as soon as I changed my mindset, money's secondary. Results doesn't always mean money. Every time I read a book, every time I went through a course or a program, I improved somehow. So yeah,
Right,
that's it, really, man.
right. I mean, I completely agree. I mean, see, this is the thing. Can you mute your mic real quick, Jazz?
Sir?
Jazz, can you mute your mic real quick? Some noise in the background. But
Yeah.
this is the thing. A lot of people who come on the internet. I mean, I was the same way. You know, when I came on the internet, I thought it was all about set and forget. I thought it was all about automation, which is something that you actually want to aim for. You want things to be automated to a certain extent, and you want to be as hands off as possible. But see, this is the thing. You have to actually help people. It's not about pressing start and leaving and being away for 12 hours and coming back and you made 500 bucks. It's not that hands off. When you wrap your mind around serving people and helping the masses, just like who was this that said it? It wasn't Zig Ziglar. It was Jim Rohn. Jim Rohn said, "You help as many other people get what they want, and all your dreams are taken care of pretty much. You make as much money as possible because you're serving the masses, right? So this is what you want to aim for when you're aiming to become an internet marketer. It's not, and it's not going to start with you being selfish. It's not going to start with, you trying to get rich quick thing going on. It's all about personal development and becoming a person of value. And then you go out and you reach out and you give value to other people. So Aaron, I don't know what happened to Jazz. I think he just got knocked off for a second. But Aaron, if you can just briefly talk about your past and how you got to where you are and your plans for the future, man. Can you hear me? Unmute your mic. Unmute your mic.
I was
Okay.
on mute. My bad.
All right. You good?
As you guys can see behind me, I run a daycare. So, I mean, I used to work traditional 9 to 5s and all that good stuff and work in schools, but the school had limitations to it. So when my son was born, and plus when my son was born, daycares charge a lot of money. So I actually had the daycare running for about 2 years, but I didn't have any children in it. I was still teaching. And then when my son was born, they was trying to charge like $320 to $350 a week for daycare, and I wasn't ready to do that. So I just decided that I already paid like $100-something a week for gas. So I left the school and I started my daycare. So fast forward, that was in 2012. So now that I'm in 2015, the beginning of this year on my son's 3rd birthday, I was just thinking like I need to make a little bit more money so I won't have to keep charging the parents extra money. So one of my brothers came to me and saying he found this business called Four Corners, and that's how I got started with the internet. I started with Four Corners, and when I joined Four Corners, I just started researching Four Corners and who the leaders were. So I ran into the #1 guy in Four Corners, and he just started talking to me. So I just attached myself to him and started to do what he does. So most people see me as a leader, but I really just started in February, so it hasn't even been a whole year yet. But I took some massive action, and I just made a plan and stuck with it. That's pretty much how I ended up here, and now really feel like I'm producing, and I just started doing more research, following more leaders to go further down, to go further up and go higher on what I'm doing. So
Right.
there you go.
And I mean, we just last week, it might have been 2 weeks ago, we were doing a demonstration on Traffic Monsoon. And we were talking about, how a lot of people are getting great success with that program. That's just one of 6 programs that are in the MultiStream system. And you, for example, man, I mean, you've been killing it in Traffic Monsoon, right? And
yeah, I mean,
go ahead.
I'm like at 400 over 450 packs, so I get about $450 a day, and I use that as my budget now. Instead of coming out my pocket every time, what I did was I went with the focus. So even though my camera went out of focus, I went in focus to say, look, I'm gonna put down Four Corners. I'm gonna put down everything else, and I went and pushed really hard on just that one program, Traffic Monsoon, because I saw the potential and what it could do for me. And that's what I give. That's the advice I give to people is you choose a program, choose one of those programs, whether it be in our system you have Traffic Monsoon and My Pan Ads. You choose one of those programs and you pretty much go all in with it. I used $2,500 to start my Traffic Monsoon, and then I just kept recycling the Traffic Monsoon. I just kept recycling that $2,500 about 3 or 4 times, and now it's paying off. I'm actually on my 3rd time of recycling Traffic Monsoon, $2,500 right now. But the advantage I have is now we have My Pan Ads. So I filter the Traffic Monsoon money straight into My Pan Ads because I'm trying to go with the 2-headed monster or 3-headed monster when you count MultiStream System.
Exactly. So Jazz, you've been in Traffic Monsoon. You were even in Maps before that. I mean, just give your perspective. How complicated are some of these programs that are in the MultiStream system? I mean, literally anyone can be successful with the programs that we selected, right? You might want to unmute. I think your microphone is muted.
me? How about now?
Yeah, you're perfect. You're good.
Okay, so yeah, very, very simple. I mean, if you can click a mouse, you can literally make money with this. I mean, my dad's 55 years old. He hates computers. He's a carpenter. He's done carpentry all his life. Work's been a little bit slow, so he's been at home lately. And I've actually just signed him up to Traffic Monsoon, so he can make a little bit of money.
Nice.
It's literally that easy. I mean, anyone can do it. Obviously, you have to. The more you put in, the more you get out of it. But it really doesn't get easier than that.
Exactly, exactly. But see, this is the thing. I mean, it's okay to follow different. And one of you guys, I'm hearing the echo. You might want to mute. It's okay to follow different gurus, and it's okay to follow different guys who are experts, quote unquote. But the thing is, I just had to exit out of Facebook. The thing is, it's not hard to make money on the internet. It's not hard to make money on the internet at all. I mean, you just have to link up with the people who are getting results because success leaves clues, right? And that's how. Am I freezing up? Okay, I'm good. So, and that's how I actually got my start. I started to look around on YouTube. I started to look on Facebook, and I wasn't scared because this is the one thing that I learned. Life, success, and failure is all about your philosophy. It's all about the way you view the world, right? So if you change what you see will change. It's one of those little tricky things that you might hear from The Secret or something like that. But I mean, is in all honesty, that's really the way that it works. You change what you see will change. Well, then you ask yourself, how can I change what I see? It's all about what you put in your mind, right? So that's why in the platinum membership, those who are viewing this right now, majority of them, obviously are in the platinum membership. That's why we give you a mindset library, because you have to change the way you view situations, circumstances in life. That's it. Because like I said, success leaves clues. So one thing that I did was I tried to find out who was successful, who was getting the results that I want. I contacted every single one of them. I asked, what are your prices? Can you break down what you will teach me? Can you tell me how long it would take for me to get results if I take insane amount of action? So I started getting correspondence with some of these people, and a couple of them reached out, and a couple of them actually changed my life. And see, that's the thing. Is information, man. You want to become a person of value. Like I said, I was on a call a couple of weeks ago. Think about what you do when you go out and you start to research these companies. A lot of people, they'll see, okay, who's the leader in this program, right? So you'll hear some big name people. You'll go out and you'll contact somebody, or you follow them, you'll subscribe to their newsletter or whatever. And what's the reason behind that? Because the perception is they're a person of value because they're getting the results that you want. Well, then you want to get those results, right? So what do you have to do? You have to then turn around and become a person of value as well. So that's going to take a lot of knowledge. That's going to take a lot of know-how. That's going to take personal development. You have to become that person. I can't remember who said it, but a couple of years ago I heard a statement, and the guy said, man, if I gave you $1 million right now, if I put $1 million in your pocket, that doesn't make you a millionaire. You just another broke person with $1 million. Because I guarantee, if we evenly spread out and equally shared all the money in the world to every single person on this planet, if we spread it all out and equally shared it, within 60 to 90 days, all the money would end up back in the same hands. Because it's what you do. It's not. This is the thing. It's not what you. It's not what you do, it's how you do it, man. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. So you could look at somebody and not know how to get the results, but you see that they're doing something. Just slowly start to, follow what they're doing. Success leaves clues. This is why I'm really big on personal development, and this is why I wanted to touch on that on this call. Let me just share something real quick. If I can share my screen, and Aaron and Jazz Deep, let me know if I need to zoom in or anything like that. Let me share my screen real quick. I want to show a quick trick that anyone can do. Present to everyone. Yes.
You went into the matrix. You gotta go back out. There you go.
I'm good now, right?
No, when you go on the screen share, you can't do entire screen.
Can't do entire screen. Let me stop it. All right.
Right. Just do the web browser if that's what you're trying to do, or if it's like a PowerPoint, just click on the PowerPoint window.
Okay. 1 second. Let me know if it happened again. It happened again, right?
Yeah, you went down the rabbit hole.
Oh man, and you could tell. See, our buddy Saul, he was supposed to be hosting this tonight, but I think something came up, so you could tell this is my first time experimenting with this. But let me try one more time. Let me go to YouTube and see if I can just isolate that. Give me 1 second. Okay. Share screen. YouTube. There we go. Let me know if I go down the rabbit hole.
You on? You good?
I'm good. I'm good. Do I need to zoom in?
No, you should be good.
Okay. And you can see right here. Don't judge me. This is not me. This is my son. I have a 6-year-old son. So this is all Minecraft and Legos. This is all that he watched. So let me just share a quick tip, man. I've been doing this for probably the past 3 or 4 years because I'm just, I love personal development so much, and there's certain people that I always follow up with, like Bob Proctor, Jack Canfield, Les Brown, Mark Victor Hansen. So right now, I just want to show you a quick tip that you can do to get free personal development, and you can actually download it, put it on your iPod, burn it to a CD, whatever you want to do, right? So let me just type in, for example, Bob Proctor, okay? And I'm going to just normal search, enter. See, this is what you want to do right here. Can you guys see this? You want to go up to filter. You want to click on filter, and you see right here where it says duration. Do I need to zoom in, or you see it perfect?
Zoom in a little bit.
All right, let me zoom in. That's good?
One more.
One more.
There we go.
All right, so you see right here, it looks different now on the screen, but you'll see it says filter, and once you click on that, you'll see under duration, it says long, 20 minutes or more. So you want to click on this. See, you see right here the first pieces of content that pop up, 2 hours and 12 minutes, 1 hour, 53 minutes. And you can see I watched a good amount of these already. So all you want to do is click on any one of these. And let me zoom out a little bit. So you click on any one of these pieces of content, and this is the thing that I think is going to help you out a lot. So you go to Google, and this is a free software. It's a free program. It might be called something different if you got Mac, but if you're a PC user, you just type in YouTube video downloader, and it's a free program. As a matter of fact, you got it for Mac too. So it's the same thing for Mac and PC. So if you go back, PC, I believe this is it right here, ytdvideodownloader.com, and you can download it free, right? So all you got to do is, once you have that downloaded, you can see this example right here. You just go back to any video. You have this URL right here. You copy it, and you paste it inside of the software, and it downloads an unlimited amount of videos onto your desktop for free. So you can always come back and watch it, or you can burn it if you're familiar with that type of thing. You can burn it to a DVD. You can put it on your iPod. You can put it on your phone. What so have you. But this is really something that's going to help you get over that learning curve, because, like I said, you need to become a person of value. And I'm gonna tell you real quick. Let me stop sharing the screen. I'm gonna tell you the secret. In all honesty, how do you stop sharing this screen?
You did it.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you the secret, right? There's only 2 things that you have to do in order to become, a successful person on the internet, and that's to build an audience and influence, right? So everything else around that is just things that complement that process. So when you go out and you get, SEO tools, or you go out and you get Aweber and all of these different type of tools that other people recommend, those are just actions and strategies and tactics and methods that complement those 2 aspects of building audience and influence. Because at Aweber, of course, that's something that you do to build your list. What is your list? That is a list of subscribers. These are individual people who have a problem, and you want to serve them and develop influence, on those people. So if you can master the fact of building audience and influence, you got it. But guess what? You can build a list of 30,000 people, 50,000 people, 100,000 people. If you don't have it within yourself, if you don't know the answers, if you haven't developed yourself enough to then provide value to those people, you can't have influence. You can't have influence. So you're missing half of the equation. So this is why I tell people, it's not just something that I'm telling you because somebody told me. This is what you need to do. You need to build up your personal development library and build up your mind, because you can build your list of subscribers, have their audience, but if you do not have enough value to provide, you cannot have that influence. Why is Oprah so big? Why is, all of these different people so big? Jay Leno, right? Because they have something of value. They have their audience. They have that platform, but they also have the influence. So if you're missing that, then it won't work, right? So if one of you guys want to go ahead and chime in on that and give your point of view, that'd be awesome too.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with what you just said. I think everything else comes secondary. Like you said, just build yourself up, keep developing, and instead of you chasing the money will be chasing you in a strange sort of way. It just happens. And I think like these days, there's no excuse because it's not just like in the old days. I guess it was just you had to take time to and money to spend and get a book, read the book. Everything's on YouTube. Well, most of the stuff's on YouTube now. If you get the train to work, you can always take a book to work, or you can listen to an audio tape, or if you drive to work, say you got a 30-minute drive, you can stick on a little bit of self-development. And some of the guys you mentioned, like Les Brown, Tony Robbins, uh, even Grant Cardone. Grant Cardone is awesome for this sort of niche that we're in. All of them guys have got tons of free stuff on YouTube. So nothing's stopping you from having a listen, taking on board what they're saying. And it's no coincidence that every successful person in this space and well any walk of life really, even actors like Will Smith, they're all saying the same thing. They develop yourself, give value. Once you become a person of value, the money will take care of itself. Aaron, over to you.
Well, that was really well said. But as the newbie of the group, most people need to learn how to make their footprint, and that's you got to be open and honest with everything that you're doing, and you also have to document it. So that's been the biggest struggle for me is getting consistent at being consistent at documenting everything I'm doing. But thanks to Rodney and the help from the rest of the MultiStream family is now I'm making YouTube videos. I don't even like being on camera to tell you the truth, but it's something that you have to do, especially when you're building large teams, because they want to be able to know who they're communicating with. So you got to be able to do that. You got to find it within yourself somewhere, and that's what the TD Jakes and everybody else out there that is in the public eye. That's what they do. Like E.T. Eric Thomas, the hip hop preacher. I mean, he took it from all the way back from being homeless to building that $2 million company in less than 2 years because he exposes himself. So that's my biggest advice, that you have to expose yourself to the people that you're trying to reach and be accessible to them.
Right, right, right. 100%, 100%. I agree. So I mean, pretty much, like I said, folks, it's not hard. It's not hard. Surround yourself with people who are getting the results that you want. Reach out to Aaron, reach out to Jazz Deep, reach out to me, anybody else. If you're in the multi-stream system, one thing that you can't say is that we're lacking on support. We have support in place, and we also have the Facebook community. If you put a question in there, or if you have any type of issues, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get a reply within the next, 15 minutes or 30 minutes to you posting. So don't be shy. Just put your inquiries in there. 5 is good. As a matter of fact, let me get one of my buddies, Phil Darst, on the line. He does a lot of our calls, and Aaron, he's been on a few calls with Phil, right, Aaron? I want to get him on the line real quick, and I want to get him to put his perspective on it, and how he feels about the multi-stream system. We're going to try to keep it down to, I'm not sure how long we've been on, but less than 5 minutes, so we can
Half an hour.
Half an hour, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me go ahead and see if Phil can hop on the line and give his 2 cents, and we'll close it out for everybody. But like I said, folks, get around people who are getting the results. One thing about me, I'm never ever stingy with knowledge. Yes, if you want coaching, of course a price goes with it. But if you have, some type of questions or anything like that, come on, I'm gonna answer any question that you have, because I was once at that place, and then I sought out, people who are getting results and people who I saw fit, to have as my mentors and my coach. So, but hopefully Phil can hop on. within a couple of seconds. But anything else you guys want to add on?
Yeah, I want
So
people to listen to. Well, you could go to YouTube, as Rodney was saying. Go to YouTube. I'm sharing my screen right now. Evan Carmichael Top 10. You will get the top 10 rules for so many successful people out there. Look at that. There's a playlist of over 119. If you just let that ride, let it play, it'll get into your system eventually. It's going to reach you. Somebody's going to say something that's going to reach you. It's going to help you out a lot.
Yeah,
I don't know if y'all can see it, but yeah, Evan Carmichael.
yeah, I see it. And it's funny. I didn't even know that that's what the guy's name was. Evan, man, he's a passionate guy. I mean, that guy's deep, man. Definitely.
As we talk about adding value, he has made value out of this top 10 thing right here.
For sure, for sure. So this is what you guys want to aim for, folks. You know, become a person of value. You want people to feel that being an acquaintance of yours or being in your presence, that you increase them. So if you can nail that, you can make money in any industry. It doesn't matter if it's make money online, work from home. You can make money in any industry. You just have to learn everything. It's just like anything else. You can't just jump in. You can't say I want to be a lifeguard and go out there the first day expecting to give you your whistle, to give you, you can't just get that job. You can't have that position. You have to focus on the person and not the position. You have to become that, right? So it's not just about labels. It's not about saying, hey, I'm going to make this money. I'm going to be a marketer. You have to become that person. You have to do the work that comes behind it. And one of my favorite things, this is my last thing that I'm going to end on. I'm not sure what's going on with Phil, but hopefully we get him on another call next time. This is one thing I want to end on. When I was younger, it was, I don't know if I was, a strange kid or whatever, but I always liked documentaries. I always liked things like Behind the Music and Driven and, Biography Channel and stuff like that. Like I like National Geographic and behind the scenes type of stuff because I always I never took things at face value. A lot of people say, "Wow, I love this person. He's a superstar." and stuff. I wanted to know what that person went through. I wanted to know what humps and hurdles they got over, and I wanted to know how they became that person. Because I'm very analytical, and maybe this is why I chose this as my profession. Because I'm kind of a techie person, but I'm very, very analytical. I always want to know what is the work that goes into something. And so if you're not that way, you might want to, rethink the way that you approach things because that is what leads you to success. You have to learn what work goes into something. And one thing that I used to always say, the faster you fail, the quicker you're going to succeed. So don't be scared to take action. Fail as fast as you can because your success is just right over that next hurdle, that next hump, right? So that's what I want to leave you guys with. Hopefully you got some value out of this. Jazz, you got any last things you want to say?
Yep. I just want to finish off on. I know this conversation was about self-development and everything, but what we don't want you to do is just go out there and buy and get on every single self-development book and audio thing because there is such thing as paralysis by analysis, which is like what's happening now is people are just thinking, okay, all I need to do is self-development, and then the money will come, which in a sense is true. But just remember, you obviously have to. There comes a time when you have to put the self-development book down, and you actually have to act on it. And if you have to start at a certain place, I'd definitely say for me it was Think and Grow Rich, and that's hand on heart. That's the only book I would ever need. Everything else is just to reinforce what was in that book. That book is like a philosophy for me. I read it every year once again because it's got it really. If there was a philosophy for success, like would you not want to go in there and read it and see how it's done? Well, that's what that is. It really is a philosophy for success, and if you go through it, indulge every step of it, and take action on it, you will begin to be successful. 100%.
Exactly.
Yep, that's all I wanted to finish.
Yeah, I agree 100%. It's all about your philosophy. It's all about the way you view things. So, Aaron, you want to close it out?
Yeah, I'll get my little 2 seconds in here. You gotta be world class at anything you do. I mean, yes, my daycare is located in my house, but I get awards all the time because people think this is a center and not inside of a home. They think I'm in a big 6,000 square foot building, but actually I'm in my basement. So you got to be world class no matter what you do. And remember, always take a step. I mean, you're going to take leaps if you have the opportunity, if you have the resources to take a leap, take a leap. But if you're going to take a step, even if it's a baby step, they all count no matter what you're doing.
Exactly, 100%, 100%. All right, folks, that wraps up this hangout. Like I said, we're going to get Phil and Saul on the next call. We're going to touch on something else. So hopefully you got some value out of this, which I know you should, because it doesn't matter what level you're at. If you're a beginner or expert, it's never bad to refresh and really touch on a couple of topics that are essential for success. So this is Rodney Stokes, Aaron, Jazz Deep. We're signing out. Wish you a blessed one, and we'll see you next time. All right.
Good night.